Okay, we good? Yeah. So let's quickly do a contest and let's move on to AWS afterwards. Hmm, seems like a new problems to me. Oh, hell no. Mm, well, the whole contest is premium only. Okay, this is unsolved. We can solve this. There are also some interesting problems on binary trees. Let's quickly solve these two. Remove the smallest, append it to the result. Yeah, I have to reorder the string. Okay, remove the smallest character from this that is greater than the last appended character and append it. This is just brute force. Let's leave it. Given a string s, return the size of the longest substring. Size of the longest substring containing each vowel an even number of times. Okay, so frequency of vowel mod 2 should be 0. So can this be 0? Maybe not. Longest substring. Acha. Leet mini which contain two each of the vowels. Yeah, 0 is also acceptable. So how do we do this? Can always increase length. Longest substring containing each vowel an even number of times. Hmm. We can store the frequency, but 360 accepted only. Oh, it is a very old contest. Longest substring. Each wobble an even number of times. Okay, this is odd now over here, so we cannot pick this, but we could have E in the future as well. Hmm. Must be true for all vowels. Can we do like binary search on length again for like the same thing? Binary search on length. We have to find the largest. It's gonna be like from 1 to whatever, 1 to n. And we can use hashing to do this. No, we can just do frequency. Frequency is good, so maybe we can just do binary search and frequency. Is there any other way? It could be there or it could be not there. I think this is the only way. Binary search and then check. Let's take LS1. If everything is wobble, then let's just take LS0, R is N. That would be the size. Now till R is greater than equals to L. We're gonna check mid. Now we're gonna check this mid. We might also send a string S. That is it. If that is true, then we need the longest, so L is going to be mid +1. Also make answer as mid. Else R is mid -1. This is not monotonic. Oh, fuck. I can't do this. This is not true. This is not true. We have removed 2 E's, 1 O. We have to remove a single O. Okay. We can take the whole string and then we will see like which ones are odd and we will try to remove it from the string, right? That is something we can do. Yeah. Let's count frequency first. Let's create this of size 26. Initialize with 0. Right, so frequency of C minus plus plus. So now we have frequency. But we also need indices. But it could be like either from left, either from right. And if left one is closer, then we can try both sides, no? We may remove something from left and something from right. That is also possible. Okay, so if we have to remove E, we will probably choose E that is closer to us. But maybe there is a E after this and we have other things here that we can remove. We will have to check everything. Okay. So what I'm gonna do is I need should I go with a vector or something else? I can probably use a vector. Fine. Okay. Let's traverse this. Right. Now if frequency of this I, if this is odd, by the way, I only care about um wobbles. Right. So right. So if this is a wobble and frequency of I is odd, then I'm gonna push this into V. Okay. Now I will try to remove this. So we might be removing from both sides. So if nothing is matching, we can move either left or either right. It depends on future choices, so I can't say. Mm. But while removing, we might also have to remove current wobbles. Hmm. This one has more solves than second one. Fourth one has more solves than second one. I will come back to this. Longest zigzag path. Choose any node in the binary tree. Until you can't move. Number of nodes visited -1. Okay, so this is our route. Maybe we can move in. We have to find the longest. So this is like a DP thing. So at current node, I could have two states. So either I'm gonna move to left or to right, and the state is gonna switch every single time, and we need the maximum answer for both. All right. But actually, we're starting from the root now. Choose any node in the binary tree. Okay. So for every single node, there are two states, and the answer will. So if I'm coming here from left, hmm, yeah. So if I'm coming from left, I will take whatever was the answer here for the right, and I'll just do a +1 and store here. This is easy DP. Okay. Also, we have only 100 nodes. So we can use DP. And then we can return answer. High wrench. Okay. So oh my goodness. Let's initialize 101 and 2. We can do mem set. I want to do recursion here. Okay, so let's go with yeah. Okay. So I'm gonna have a node of the, so this is going to point to a object of tree node. Fine. And we also need a state. This is gonna be a boolean, and this is the direction. Okay. So now also, okay, this is very not very strong. Like, so maybe we can try over like all the possible nodes, right? So we will start over some node. We will see what is the max, and we're going to perform this for all the possible nodes. Yeah, makes sense. There's a contest going on. Damn, I have to get on it. No, this is a virtual contest. There is no contest on Leetcode at this time. This is a virtual one. I'm also just chilling right now. So if node is null, then return what? Do I even have to return something? I'm pulling the answer from previous nodes. If the IR, so I'm assuming if this is true, then I came from left. Now I can move to the right. Okay. Else I can do this, and I can do +1 always. Right. This is fine now. Okay. And I need ultimately, I need the maximum length. Right. I can return this length. So I don't even need DP here because we have very limited nodes. Ultimately, I'm gonna get the maximum possible one. Pretty much. Let's try. Let's see what's the answer if I'm starting from root. Okay. So if I'm starting from root itself, and the position was left. It gave me 4. Right, left, right. You call this left with +1. You never checked. Wow. I'm doing something wrong. Why is this left? This must be true, right? Holy shit. Okay, this is a problem. So if node is null, then maybe base case is good. We can go with the base case. Or maybe if we can return 0 if this is minus, if this is incline. Then return 0, else return none. Okay, we're getting 2 from here. You can check for all here. So if um so over current node, this should be fine. Let's do this. Call this function. And for every single node, we're gonna call that function and see which one is biggest. Okay, so int answer equals to n, and we're gonna call this solve function. Solve of this particular root, comma, we will do left, we will do true and false both. We'll take whatever is maximum coming out of them. And from these two, okay. Oh, we have 2 arguments where this is declared here. Oh, We're getting 0. It's pretty fucked up because this is gonna return, right? I need another function that can recurse. Let's keep it that way, we don't care. Okay. Okay, same thing. Whatever is max. What I'm doing wrong? So answer should be at least that. Why I'm getting 0 for no reason? Like, no. If I do false, got 5 here, which is not good. This is null. This is okay. Let's fix this one first. Okay. We're getting 5 words. This should be 4. So we're popping this one. When we are here, this node is null, right? So we get 0. 1, 2, 3, 4. This should be 4. Why is it 5? Mm, mm. What's going on here? +1. But I did a +1 when I called it. So I'm calling this. I'm already doing a +1 and getting it back. But then this is not a root. This is roots right. Okay. Let's call this. And we're starting with false goes to left. We're starting with true. Okay. We're pretty good, but this function is not working now. So we're calling solve in both true and false cases. We are getting some answer, maximum of this. Then we are calling this function again. Okay, let's this is how. Okay, we're doing it that way now. All we care about is having this root. That's it. We don't care about anything. Okay. So we're calling this function. Okay. Now answer is going to be maximum of answer comma, solve of this root with true, comma, solve of this root with false. By the way, is there any case this returns -1? If we only have a single node, and then you will do +1 -1, you get 0. That's okay. Okay, now this is not correct. We also have -1. So you go to like left with a +1, you return -1 here. So this should be 0. Why is it -1? Then length become equals to 0. Oh, my bad. Okay, this is correct now. I can submit. Okay, we have to optimize. So the matter of fact is, if so this is a tree. So if we have visited this node, we don't have to go here again, because we can use like db store answer somewhere. We can do it here, by the way. So let's go with dp. I don't know why this would tle. This is 2 to the power something. Okay, wait, no. Oh, this is node value. Okay, this is 10 to the power 4. My bad. You have to use dp now. So let's quickly go with the dp. So size, I'm not sure. Should I keep it like 1e5 or something? I'm not gonna count number of nodes, so let's keep it 1e5. Okay, jump patch enough. 2. That's cool. Now here we're gonna store this length. Okay, so this length is going to be stored in dp of node, and this direction variable. Cool. We can also check, but what we're gonna return if so every single node should be explored twice. You're a new student, what to do? Learn something. Almost all the companies ask DSA, so do some DSA, make some projects, then you can apply. Okay, so I'm storing this thing. If dp of this particular node and direction is not equal to -1, then we can return this, right? That is going to be the answer, like maximum. Yeah, for a particular direction. Makes sense. Okay, wait, not wait. Answer could increase, huh? Maybe now we have something and is it? Well, let's think logically. But that particular node would also have other bands. Can go left, but we can also go right. If I'll go right, so I can initialize cost as 0 for the root, and I can move down the tree. So if I came from left, then the cost is going to be whatever was the cost for right plus 1. So this is, I can do this very easily. I believe. So do I have to track down cost now? Let's rewrite this. We only need a single function. Okay. Length B and hmm, so now that depends on the direction. We can move in both the directions. No restriction as such. So there are certain conditions here. So if we came from left, so moving to right has some cost plus 1. That does not matter anymore. Direction does not matter anymore. We can get rid of this. Right. If we are moving right, then it is going to be length A plus 1. This is going to be length B plus 1, and also How do I return maximum? If I'm moving right, whatever the score for left, +1, I can do that. These two are same things, by the way. I wonder, maybe we can do it in a better way. This is very easy problem. I don't know. I can store pair. I think DP was good now. Let's fix this. Let's make it an unordered map. That would be fine. So we have this thing, and answer is going to be an integer. We have one more thing here. Let's make it a pair. Okay. Let's make it a map. I have to see whether those both things exist or not. So maybe tp.count. Maybe I can do something like that. No? Map check if exists. I can do map.find, right? dp.find. That is cool. dp.find. Then I can get these two. Right, so if dp.find is not equal to well, dot find. What? I have to do something like this. Okay. This is going to be mode direction key. Uh-oh, this is wrong. This should be key only because key is up here. Oh, I should go for unordered map. So this is not going to be up here. This will be a tree node simple. And this is going to be another map. Or this could be a vector. Right. I can do this. Hmm. I think we are good. Okay. So we can have node comma directions. Nah, wrong. Let's see how to use it here. So first I check node and then I check the flag, both things. We have 340 and this passed. So we just needed to memorize this. Okay. Given a binary tree, return the maximum sum of all keys of any subtree, which is also a binary search tree. So we have not given a BST, right? But this is a BST. Okay. Less than, greater than, also be a BST. We need to efficiently solve this. Maximum sum of all keys. So first we need to detect BST. We have to do this efficiently. 10 to the power 4. think we will have to maintain a state again. Someone's right. So left should be less than this and right should be greater than. If that is the case, we can include this in the sum and return back. Okay. Yeah. If that is not the case, then we're gonna start with 0, right? Because then we're starting a new, or we can return node. See. So let's initialize our answer. So this is always going to be the value of this node. But what is this value? We have a value variable as well. Okay, so we can access node.value. Oh, in previous problem, we had this value, right? But all values are 1, so it doesn't make any sense. 1 to 100 only. Values are not unique, so maybe we can't. We have to use the unordered map. Okay. This is a pointer, so this is a pointer, right? This is not a pointer. Wait. Right, so what do we do? If this is valid, okay. If this is valid and value, so this is, so I'm going left, right? Okay. Makes sense. We're not gonna add anything to them. That is not the BST. Maybe we can do same for the right. Okay. Holy shit. Okay. But this should be greater than answer than the parent. Okay. We will have to aggregate the value as well. So if that is the case, we're gonna plus this thing. Okay, if that is the case, then we can take whatever is max, right? Is this correct? Okay, so we move here now. People have to compare. Okay, whatever gives us a bigger answer. This is also not, but when we go here, we actually do plus here. This is right. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. But like this is also a BST now. Everything is greater. Oh my god, but this should also be BST. If this is one, then you know this is one, then this is not a BST, but my code is not checking that. So my code is incorrect. See, how can we do this? So children must be BST, right? We can merge these children's, and then now it was showed this is the smallest value, right? This should be less than the smallest value. How to do this one? Can we use two-pointer approach? A number of times. Then store min max. I mean, this is very easy to ensure because this is bigger, this will also be bigger. The problem will be when the left of this is kind of greater than this. Yeah, left max and right max. Yep. Then return total. Store maximum of total leftness. Right. So basically, parent ka left max should be less than child ka left max. That is the only thing I need to check. Right. Yeah. And how will we do this? You can take 2 pointers, but this is a long subs. Removed E twice and O once. So if E is there odd number of times, we will have to remove E. But what if we have other things? Let's use backtracking here to build the tree. Um, let's go to the base case first. So we need left max, but okay. So now Let's update this. So what is left max? It is going to be maximum of this current value and to whatever was the left, but only if left was not null. Okay. That was left max. So while backtracking, so after we're done with the base case, we will store this here. Wait. Use post order traversal. I guess, yeah, this is post order. What is post order? Left, right, parent? Um, Wait. Okay. We need left max here. Um, we need to return something else. We need to return pair of two integers, and one of them is going to be left max. Another one of them is going to be answer that we are maximizing. Now we can do something. Yeah. Okay. So left max is basically in that case we can return 0, and once we're done with this, we can create a pair for this answer. Okay. Now this answer dot second is just max left max, which is going to be the current node value, comma, whatever was left max. So a dot second, I guess. Good. So now we have left max. Okay. Yeah. Mm, I don't know. I'm not able to think properly right now. Let's keep it slow. Okay. So I have stored like whatever is maximum, right? Left or this node, but we could have int min, so we're fine with the base case as well. How do we see whether this is a binary tree or not? So left max. We also need right min. So left max and right min. Both of those things I can do something. So right min should be greater than left max. Is that enough to say that particular tree is a binary tree? Maybe not. I let's see. So we have something. So if we have max here and min here, and if this min is greater than max, okay, can we say this is a binary search tree? If this also satisfies condition? Not really. Maybe this, maybe here we have something 1000 and then we have something minimum, right? But if we only care about left, let's try building one, okay? So here we can easily check. This is a BST. Let's say we're joining it with some other BST. This is also a BST. So here we have to be careful. What is like a concrete condition for BST? Can anybody help? Um, uh, left max. I can make this a BST, but for this tree, do I only need to check 5? So for this tree, this is the right part. Do I only need details for the left only? I only need like the left max. Mm, By the way, for this 5, I'm only storing this 4. Not, I'm not saying what is here. It's 6. This is also, I don't know. How many people are there? This is greater. That's fine. I just have to check that इसका left, okay, इसका left is greater than. 510, 6410. We have not considered one um subtree, which is also a binary search tree. So everything should satisfy. By the way, it should be less than everything that is here. I don't need max, I need min. Fuck. Again, we need min max. Okay. In order traversal of BST is strictly increasing. In order traversal, left parent mode. Parent is greater than left, right? So we're gonna left. So we could have like 2, 3, 4. Yeah. Ah. So we need to store this min max. So if this value is less than or equal to, so this should be greater. Should be greater than min. This should be less than max. And when you're going left, you're pushing min and max as the value. Every node in the left subtree is less than current node. Entire tree. Acha, okay. So left key node should be less than. Maybe I can do this in time. So we need two things here, min max. Wait, it's only return. It's okay, so what we have to do, We're going left, we're going right. While moving left, we need max here. But I still don't fully understand it. So like here I'm returning. Let's say this is a BST, then for this, what is going to be min max? I believe max is going to be 3. And min will be the same. Okay, so if we're moving left, then maximum for this is 3 because it should be less than this. And minimum will be same. So if we're moving right, then for this node, the minimum is 3. It should be greater than 3 at least. And again, maximum is, we don't have no maximum, but just have to be greater than parent. That's it. Now, can we do some check? So from 1, when I move to 3, it's probably gonna say yes. Right now, I'm not checking it. Now I have to see whether this node is a BST. Like the whole tree should be a BST, whole subtree. Okay. So at this 4, we will have something like some min max. If it is not a BST, then but maybe new BST could start from here, right? There are multiple cases here. Hmm. Parent can combine subtree many 3DP problems work exactly like this. Hmm. So left should be BST, right should be BST, and left max, right should be value should be greater, and right min should be less than. So these things are we need. Okay. I'll do this later on. This one too. I need a small break, guys. Let's go and explore AWS. Better option than. Oh my god, this song. Oh, I should already know. Um, hmm, यार वॉशरूम गया था. Now I can do like two things. Either I can continue doing things on AWS or I can do code forces because Leetcode I can't. क्या बात है भाई? Okay. So I was exploring something called Lambda. Run code without managing servers. Force on your application. Let's talk about serverless architecture. So we have a client, we have an API gateway, and there are Lambda functions that are running. What is DynamoDB? I have no idea about this. Okay, this looks cool. We have multiple Lambda functions and they can automatically scale, right? So I don't have to worry about spinning up containers or kind of horizontally scaling my EC2 instances. I can simply just, AWS is gonna manage this by itself. What is the price? Lambda pricing. Mumbai. $0.2 per 1 million request. I think I have used around $13 this month. So if I will shift to Lambda, these $13 will be like around $1 only. 234 Leetcode. भाई मेरा ऑलरेडी माइंड फ्राई हो गया. कोई बाइनरी BST का क्वेश्चन था. 234. Palindrome linked list. Solved. Head of a single linked list. Return true. So like, what is the problem? Can you do it in ON and you have to do this in this space? Convert it into like vector and just check whether it is a palindrome or not. But if you want to do this in O1, then what? स्पेस वन, हाँ वही सोच रहा हूँ. स्पेस वन में कैसे करेंगे इसको? पैलिंड्रोम. We don't know size of linked list, right? Do we know the size of linked list? I don't think so. If we have size, we can do this very easily, like straight away. Not really in open space. Can reverse this now. Bigger open space. We have had this one should be equal to last. स्पेस एन में हो गया. Really, we can do this in one space. I mean, doubly linked list is very easy to do, but singly linked list. Can we arrange it in some way? This is not optimal, right? This is big O fan solution. I'm just checking whether reverse is equal or not. Toto is in here. You can find midpoint using that. But if you know a midpoint, so length could be like odd or even. That is also the case. But like, how do you then go back? Oh. How will you go back? What is Florence? Both nodes for comparison. Exactly. Values. This would seem to be a challenge. Ending this controllers. Reverse the black half. I mean, that is also possible. We can reverse. We could instead add a previous attribute SPI trade including list rather than overwriting next. We could instead add a previous attribute SPI trade. Half reverse. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That is the way. I thought of reversing before as well. Yeah, so you use like Toto as an hair, you find a midpoint, and then after the midpoint, you just reverse. Then you can take these 2 pointers, head and the last one, and start comparing. Right. Yeah, that is it. Good. Forecast is, oh my god, this is too much. So I'm spending like $22 a month. I can reduce it like to like $1. All my cost is going to my EC2 instance. This is T3 small. I think there is also something that I can use for free. T3 macro. Wait. Is there anything free trial? We have a cost. AWS free EC2. There is nothing up to well, nothing is free. I mean, I have to pay for everything. So which domain you choose for SDE? Which domain I choose for SDE? I'm doing everything. I mean, I can do DevOps, I can do development, I can also do ML, but I need to brush up like all the things. I left Python like months ago, so that is also something. But like I can do everything. If I have been trained for like 3 months in a company, I can do like whatever. And 3 months are too much. I need probably just a month to get back to ML or anything as such. Okay, let's try to implement something in Lambda. So we're going to use Node.js, of course. Let's also open my project. There we go, promptly. Do we have option to add environment variables? Let's quickly run this. Just write the code. Lambda for event driven applications. Let's start it for free. Okay, 1 million free requests. Itne GB seconds of free compute time per month. This is crazy. I don't even have to pay anything, so this is gonna be completely free if I switch from EC2 to Lambda. But what are the downsides of Lambda? Downsides of using AWS Lambda. I mean, one thing is that you are kind of locked with AWS that I can think of. If a function hasn't been used recently, AWS may need to initialize. Acha, cold start. This also adds some latency. This is gonna happen to me in my projects. Is this a hard limit? If this is a hard limit, then I can't work with Lambda. Oh my god, this is a hard limit. Without the 15-minute. Okay, 15-minute is fine. This is too much. I thought it's 15 seconds. Okay. Not suitable. Stateless by design. No persistent memory between executions. I don't need that. Okay, you usually need external services like Dynamo. Okay. So to run this, I also need something external. But my main function is chat. We will try to implement this first. This has any... Okay, we'll see. Difficult local debugging. Vendor lock-in. Exactly. Should I move to Kubernetes? Should I like create a microservice architecture and use Kubernetes? AWS impose concurrency quotas. Oh, okay, this is something that I need. I need streaming. Stream, technically can stream. You start getting buffering issues. These are usually much smoother. Cloudflare workers. Easy deployment. What is Cloudflare workers? Railway. You can just run normally, keep persistent connection. It opens. Arey, but what the fuck? API gateways, event-driven systems, cloud deployment, scaling. Let's check my website for now, like how many users. Can I? By simulating. So I need to write like my own functions. K6 is popular. WebSockets, stream, Python based, Apache, JMeter, rate limit, billing spikes. Really? How do I check my service quotas? Lambda. Thousand. Okay. So I can run at max 1000. That is. So I'm limited by AWS. But can multiple users use like a single Lambda function? Maybe not. Measure latency. Yeah. So I need to use K6. What is this? Let's check out K6. The best developer experience for load testing. Check sleep, username, password. Okay. Machines are cloud. K6 open source. All I need is the documentation. Get started. Write your first test. This is Python. Can I switch language? Oh, we have. So I have to import this module. Sleep function to introduce delay. Define number of iterations in the test. Okay, this is how we can do it. Okay, let's try to run this. Let's create a new folder. Tests. Let's create a new file. Yes, let's put the module. Unknown. What? Make sure you have access rights and the repo exists. What happened? This is going to be my website. I hope that's correct one. Yeah. Let's monitor this. Monitoring. Okay. CPU utilization is usually like 0.2%. Wow. This package is now deprecated. Is codex working fine? Why is this taking so much fucking time? No option to see properties. 16 vulnerabilities. It's working fine. Okay. So maybe be up to 6. Okay. Okay, now all right. So we're gonna run this. I fucking installed it. Module not found. Fuck that. Wait. What the fuck is this git error? Am I stupid or what? Shouldn't be any git error. Make sure you have all the rights. What could possibly be this? This is insane. As an npm package, it's not an npm package. Okay. Created. Store certificates. Fine. Okay, now this is working. What could be the reason? Inside a project, that's why. But it's a global package now. Oh. Why is that? Oh, I have to use K6 to run this because this is understood by K6 runtime, not node. They have their own runtime. Okay, it's running 10 iterations only, and we also have a sleep. So this, I believe, is a millisecond. Takes some time, I believe, to update. So can I change the time zone? Okay, let's do 1000 iterations. Okay, so we're running. Yep, it's going up. CPU usage. I just want to see like the limits. I can also decrease this, so could have like 1 millisecond as well. Let's terminate this. Let's see. Oh. Give me a moment. My website is still alive. Yeah, working fine. Right. T3 small. Pretty small. Static website, approx capacity is around 1 lakh users. Simple REST API, few hundred to thousand. 50 to only 500. Okay. So while streaming, this is. So all I have to do is put this to Lambda function. Yeah. And I can use like even small instance to save some money. Okay, this is gonna take forever. Let's make it 100 only. So received, data sent. Here is the details. So average itne ms, minimum 300. So this is fine. 0 out of 100. Hmm, 2%. Still very less, but I mean, I don't have major problems. So what is BUS? So this is iteration. Iteration is cool. We can do 10 iterations, but VUS is this the number of concurrent users? So default is 1, I believe. How do I see this? Options. What is the default? What is VUS? One simulated user running your script repeatedly. Okay. Simulate. Okay, so this is what I have to do. All right. We also have duration. We can do duration 30 seconds, and let's simulate 100 users. Okay, now this is a real test. Mm-hmm, 3%, that's it. I should maybe try to simulate more. 1000 users. I can also try to simulate API. I don't think API can handle. This is how can I test APIs? I have to change the URL. That's it. Okay. So I have to send some payload, and there are some parameters that I need to give. For example, authentication. Then I have to go. For get APIs, I have to use get. This post. For authenticated APIs, I need to give the authenticated APIs. For streaming services, important for all apps. Post, explain quantum mechanics. There is a timeout as well. More advanced with extensions, but even normal post. Okay, latency, very useful metrics to watch. Minimum, median, max. I also don't know right now what are these metrics. I need to see. But is there any failure? 0 interrupted. Okay, everything worked ultimately. This can handle much more, right? 20%. Okay. Let's hit even more. Let's go 10,000. I think we can go 1 lakh. Let's try. Okay, initializing. Is it using my resources, my system resources? Hell yeah. Oh my god, 90, 73, 80% CPU. Holy shit. Okay, we're getting error now. A lot of errors. Unexpected EOF. Is my website alive? No, it's not alive. My website is dead now. Holy shit. Okay. So someone can do this to my website. Oh. Is this because of Cloudflare? Okay, it's done. Right now it should be okay. I think I'm still yet to update. Okay, how many failed? 131 interrupted iterations. Okay, 1 lakh is too much. I think it can handle 10,000 very easily, right? I believe, yep. Even 10,000 is too much. Request failed. Is this my problem? $41. Sure, are these only 41? So even 10,000. Because I should probably because I'm doing some things, I may reveal my environment variable, so I'm just turning off my stream.